I'm with you, Andy. I think the sooner they throw it in the trash with the coaching, the better. That they brought onto the pro tour.
But so much chirping, so much chirping. Just like Braden used to say years ago, you think at the highest level of coaching, it'd be so sophisticated. His line was, for Illy Nastasi's coach comes up and goes, "What do you like to drink when you play indoors?"
Yeah.
Yeah. For like 4 years, we ran the NJCA Nationals, the men's tournament, and incognito, I had one of the staff members. I said, "Don't say anything. Just sit really close to the coach and just write down all the phrases that you hear. Don't hit in the net. Don't hit in the net." It's like, that's just genius. That's gotta be the secret. Don't hit in the net. Go ahead.
I was going to say it's difficult too. That it's like I don't like the coaching. Number one, I've done on the WTA tour where with the way they used to do it, where you go out on the court and it's like a panic because you got to run out there and you got 60 seconds, and sometimes you're mic'd up like, oh geez. But it's kind of like if you're going to do the coaching, like sit there on the bench or whatever, because do it in the crowd. Sometimes they can't even hear you. You got to scream things, and then you can't have a conversation. That's in the rules, unless there's like a injury timeout. You can just do these short things, or you can signal. But it's like, just get rid of the coaching. It's like Roger said. I actually asked him the question in Indian Wells. What do you think of the coaching that they're doing on the WTA now, testing out? And he just said, I don't like it. He goes, you prepare for the test and then you take the test. He goes, you don't get to call your mom and ask her what 2 + 2 is. That's verbatim what he said. It's never been really fun to try to get a point across in the middle of the crowd. And, it's kind of awkward. So it's like, if you're going to do it, just, do it like they do in other sports then,
Federer's answered that question many times. One was, okay, bring your tutor to the test. They can't do it. I mean, I've done quite a bit of coaching in college tennis, and so I'm always talking to the player. I said, "You see that lady up there in the third row, in the very, very top?" I said, "I think she's staring at me. I think she thinks I'm gorgeous." And they go, "What'd you say?"
It's in front of the brain to light up. You get people out of the back of the brain, which is where they go when they're losing.
Yeah, I love what Ash Barty used to say. The chips are going to fall where they fall. Like, people forget, there's so many things we repeat on this podcast, but like her father would go up to the parents of her opponent and go, "Hey, you're doing yourself a favor if you play this way against my daughter." You would actually tell the people how to beat his daughter. That's somebody who really understands junior tennis. It's just junior. Right. It's just junior tennis. The whole thing, 64 idiots. It's not very nice. Who wins? One idiot. 64 12-year-olds. Jose Aguirre said one time about 12 and under tennis. He goes, somebody has to win.
Well, here's the funny part, though, that we talk about is, I'm with you, Andy. I think the sooner they throw it in the trash with the coaching, the better. That they brought onto the pro tour, but it's trickling down already into the world that I live in so much in junior tennis, and that you guys do too. And in the junior game, you can't clap and say, "Let's fight," and then you're coded or you're warned on the sidelines for a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old or all the way up through juniors. And then I think the whole thing is screwy because you get into college and the coach is walking around between points on the court, and then you get into the professional ranks and they're allowing coaching. So I mean, we're giving pacifiers to pros, and we're not educating the younger part of the game in a way that we could. I mean, the thing to me is all reversed.
Yeah.
It's just not effective. But I can tell you this, that I see the trend already in junior tennis coming at tournaments where kids can't play a point anymore without looking to their group of people that are there, whether it's parents or a coach, or they're mimicking what they see on TV. And I think it's having a really negative effect already in junior tennis.